Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing absolutely amazing. I think I'm still jet lagged and it's like the last day where I'm supposed to feel jet lagged. I've never had it like this. Like, actually no, Australia was bad, I remember doing that, but caffeine, essential. Today's a day in the life of a hybrid galley. I don't know if how many of you guys follow me on Instagram. If you don't, head over. I did one of my first like proper runs since my ankle injury. For those of you who don't know, I did explain it in the other kind of like painting performance video that I have like a bruised ankle bone and it's a really difficult injury to heal. I've not ran properly in 8 weeks. I say properly because I've still done runs, but I'm so happy. There was like minimal to no ankle pain. Injury can really suck. Injury can be really hard, especially when I base it a lot around what I do and how I feel around running. I'm still obviously training really hard for Hyrox and I'm just like doing general strength training, but your girl has noticed her fitness feels a little bit lower since I've not been doing my running, because I obviously run like a lot. I've had to defer the London Marathon, which is such a shame, but I've got another marathon at the end of the year and a huge fitness project as well that I can't share, but obviously stay tuned. This is the outfit of choice today. God, you can't even. Some really cute leggings and my favourite sports bras, the minimal sports bras. You can shop from Gymshark and get discount. These are well cute. They also have a matching top. Wow, how the fudge do you get this on? I am the type of person for anything matching. Anything matching, send my way. This could be a lot though. We like it. We like the matchiness. I'm probably going to do like a little bit of, I was going to say full body, but I actually don't feel like doing full body. So it will be pull and quads with a bit of Hyrox. I have the most exciting thing to share with you. We officially have the waiting list and the early bird discount enrollment for the 12 weeks until summer challenge. The reason it's called the 12 weeks until summer is because we're not quite in summer, but when it's summer, you want to be ready. And I'm so excited. It's a 12-week challenge on the My Coach app. These challenges are the best. Like, I just feel everyone is so on it together in terms of whatever their goal is. Weight loss, fat loss, building muscle, running, lifting, go to the gym for the first time, building confidence, looking good naked. Doesn't matter what it is, we're going to do that for you. So we've got a waiting list and the official early bird enrollment will open on the 21st. So get your name in, get involved, get signed up. Woo! Sorry guys, just has to do a little story for Instagram about our new 12-week challenge. And I also want to share it with you guys because I know loads of you on YouTube have also done my Coach challenges. They're life-changing. Cliche, don't care. They're so life-changing because it's for you. It's a personal trainer in your pocket at maybe like third of the price of one-to-one coaching. And the reason we do this with My Coach is because we want to give you the very, very best for a smaller price. And that's basically what we're doing with this challenge as well. So 12 weeks until summer. I'll leave the link below for you guys as well. Any questions, drop them in the comments. But now we are off to train. Got a juicy Melba. This is the new Nocco. Also, does anyone else do this? Like tap it on the top so it doesn't fizz? I don't know if that's just a me. Week. I don't know if that's just a me thing or where I've picked it up from. Please someone else comment if they also do that. I've decided that I'm going to do the AMRAP first. I'm a little bit cold and I feel like I need to really go full force into this session. You know, sometimes where I think I still feel a little bit tired, but I feel good. So it's a weird one. So I'm going to hit the AMRAP first, and what we're going to do is set a clock for 15 minutes, 15 cal on the assault bike, 20 wall balls, and then 250 metre row. The reason I'm not going to do ski erg, I was going to do ski erg, wall balls, row, but I did loads of ski erg yesterday. I was just practicing doing rounds and rounds of threshold ski work. So I'm not going to do that, and considering I've got back and quads today, I don't want to do that. Tomorrow is my really big, long-ass Hyrox session. Comment if you want me to film one of those sessions for you as well. They're full, just like shebang straight in. I also need to do my rehab today for my ankle, guys and gals, and it's just a lot. They're a little bit like a slinky material, so they might slide down a bit, but we'll see how we go. I also may add that my headphones are on 10% battery, and that makes me feel physically sick because if they die, I die.
I'm also using a 9 because it's lighter than that at World, and I thought, it's up my game. I'm gonna have to do ski erg because the fucking rower's still broke. It's been broken for 4 weeks. Oh no, this is gonna hurt. Sick. I'm just gonna stop recording for a sec because this is really hard. I actually stop moving the camera. It says 21 mins, but that's because I was faffing. Heart rate got up to like 160 then, that is absurd. When you ski erg, getting to 50 SM is like really good, but my God, this feels harder than it did when we went away, but because when I was away, I didn't do any ergs, except rower because I didn't have any. But I'm glad I did that first. Literally can't breathe now. My headphones have also died. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse, but I'm still gonna wear them because I'm that type of person. I'm literally dripping. I need to go and wipe my face. We're moving on to front squats, and I think I've got a leg press, leg extension, and then some back work. What I thought I'd do on this YouTube video, because it's pretty much more so based off like the training element side of things, I will talk through all the exercise with you. Now I used to do this on YouTube and people absolutely loved it, so let me know if you want me to talk through more exercises. So with front squats, there's obviously 2 different ways you can hold it. You can do it like this, and you can hold the bar like that, or you can go under and you can flip your elbows up. I prefer doing that. However, if you're not used to it, it might hurt your wrists, and sometimes it feels like it's choking you out a little bit, but it just takes practice. It's like with anything. When you first do a barbell back squat, it can feel really horrible on your back, but it's just something that you get used to. So we're gonna hook under. We're not going too heavy today. We're gonna do 4 lots of 8, so your feet are pretty much shoulder width apart. You're hinging back slightly at the hips. Keep the chest up, and also you're trying to keep the elbows up as you go. I will do the next set the other way and change angles a bit so you can see, but we're doing 4 lots of 8. So I don't really do back squats as much now just because I've had so many issues with my hip, and if I do them I feel like I can't run, so we're doing front squats. I have definitely not trained quads like properly in quite a while. I think it's because I was doing so much running, but I still kind of was, but it wasn't like set in my head, if that makes sense. So it feels quite nice to actually hit my quads and isolate them a little bit. So with leg press, I'm going to show you 2 angles for this. We're actually going to have like a really narrow stance, not so our feet are completely together, but imagine there's like a ball and you want to squeeze your knees together. That's what we're going to focus on. I just need to drop this down because I'm not that tall. And then we're going to go for 3 lots of 12 reps, and I want you to go all the way into your chest. A lot of people will stop really high up and do a partial rep. You don't really want to be doing partial reps on a leg press. So feet nice, close together. Also, one thing to remember is to not lock your legs out, as in like don't straighten your legs. Keep a slight knee bend, and that way we're going to keep the tension on. I know I don't do leg presses because I absolutely hate it, but I am going to show you from a different angle so you can see my foot position. Hate it all. I'm actually going to move on to pull-ups because the leg extension is being used by 3 people, like sharing in, so I don't want to make it the 4th person. I'm always asked about my workout split, and at the moment it's a little bit different, but basically I train pretty hard and I train quite a lot. I think because I'm very athletic and I have been since literally the age of like tiny, like 5 and 6, it's kind of who I am as a person, and I listen to my body when it needs a rest. There was one week where I took like 3 or 4 rest days because my body just needed it. So I'm the type of person who really listens to their body, and I'm doing quite a lot of different things. So I run and I lift, they're like my staple. Do a lot of Hyrox stuff, that's now a staple. I'll sometimes cycle, dabble in different things. Did calisthenics the other week, go watch that other YouTube video if you're interested. So I do a lot of different things. So for example, Monday is glutes and hammies, so posterior and a Hyrox AMRAP. Tuesday I film with YouTube, so it's kind of whatever that is, and an easy run, but I'll only introduce that easy run again in maybe a couple of weeks when my ankle's better. Wednesday is chest and shoulders. So we do chest and shoulders, sometimes a bit of back and a Hyrox WOD. Thursday's intervals or tempo. Again, I'm not sure when I'm going to introduce that yet, but they're usually like my hardest sessions. Friday's pull and quads, which is what I'm doing today. But the reason I'm doing an AMRAP today is because I was so jet lagged at the start of the week, I literally didn't want to push myself that hard, whereas I feel a little bit better today. Saturday's a full long Hyrox session, and then Sunday is a long run. Now, between those days, I will take a rest day. I just don't know which one it is until I'm doing the sessions in the week, and that's just how I do it. So that is my workout split, but now we're moving on to pull-ups. I am going to do them weighted. It's more so like talking you through pull-ups. Like, I absolutely love them. I think the main thing you need to understand with them is like consistency with training them. So if you want to get your first pull-ups, you need to train them consistently. If you want to get better at them, that's when you start doing negatives and weighted and everything like that. But with a pull-up, you need to be training your back and your upper body to be strong, to be able to pull yourself up. But as I said, it is a lot about consistency. Oh my God, guys. So yesterday I was doing max weighted pull-ups and the fucking things broke. That's not good. How has that even happened? How do I can't fix that, so maybe I'm not doing weighted today. What the fuckity fuck? I wonder if I could, oh, what an absolute shit. Is that gonna hot? No, that's just gonna come out, isn't it? Oh, what a shitstorm. Okay, well, I'm not doing weighted, I'm doing normal. I can't do weighted. I literally, like, I love doing weighted pull-ups now because it's really good practice for me. But with a pull-up, okay, so you've got wide grip. You can't really see that, can you? You can't really see anywhere. No, I'm gonna put you back in front. Basically, you've got a chin up, and a chin up is when your hands are like this. So when your hands face you, you use a lot more of your bicep. Chin ups are so much easier. I say they're easier because you're not having to work as hard. When you're pulling up with your lats, it gets really difficult. A pull-up is when your hands are facing away from your face. Okay, so a good way to remember it. And you do want to go for quite a wide grip if we are trying to engage our lats a bit more. I think the more you practice the pull-up, the better you'll be at chin-ups as well. So the things I'd obviously say is banded pull-ups. You loop a band and you can do it that way, so like they're assisted. Negatives, so negatives would be you jump and go 1, 2, 3, like really slow on the way down. And then as I said to you, you need to practice things in terms of upper body, inverted row, lat pull down, making yourself really strong in that way. So you can improve, but consistency is key. The only thing I've realised from doing the AMRAP first is that I'm really fucked. But I needed to get into it this session. It was just one of those quick fires. So since I've done that 10K yesterday, my ankle actually feels okay. It's a little bit achy because it's a bone bruise. It's so hard to heal, but it gets a little bit achy. Someone is still on leg extension. I just thought I'll just do split squats instead. Split squat in terms of hitting it for the quads. We don't want to be doing this because if we do a split squat like this, hinging and a really wide stance, we're going to hit the glutes. What we actually want to do is have quite a narrow stance, and it's basically a straight up and down movement. Narrow stance, straight up and down. over this session. Oh my God, I feel well tired. And also I'm doing it without music, which is just, it's a lot to absorb. I've only got, so after this, I've got lat pull down into seated row, and then my last 2 exercises. Somebody's just using the other machines, so I'm just doing like a full-on machine seated row. So what I was going to do is a superset, but I'm just going to wait, so I'm going to do the seated row, and then I'm going to do lat pull down. It's supposed to be a superset. I love lat pull down, it's one of my favourite back exercises. So what I want you to do is not start a lat pull down like this, just set your back and your scaps down a little bit so we're pulling from there. And I want you to pull in, and the bar doesn't need to touch your chest here. Okay, so at the bottom of the movement, I will show you from the front. My sessions are maybe like an hour 10, an hour 15 when I do the mixture of like strength, isolation, muscle work with Hyrox. You can see where I'm pulling the bar to. I'm not leaning back and doing this and pulling the bar all the way in. Keeping my core nice and tight. I'm pretty much sat upright, but I have a little bit of a lean, but I'm not horizontally back. Nice big stretch, set the scaps, and then we're pulling down. I think instead of swinging the weight, just to increase the weight is a good way to progress, because if I was just doing that, yeah, I could go well heavier, but I'm not. That was hard. Oh my God, I've just taken my headphones off. Fuck, if you can hit anything I've said that whole YouTube video, wow. We are back home. I had a great sing-song, sunny sunshine in the UK today, sing-along home. I'm gonna get changed, shower, have some oats. It's a bit hot. You know, when it gets hotter, I feel like it's harder to have oats, but I think that's just because I'm a bit bunged up. And I'm going to edit pretty much all day and do a lot of one-to-one stuff, and I have a few meetings for the app. With the bank holiday, I just didn't even realise, so here I am not doing that. We also just had like 2 weeks off though in America, so I feel like I'm really keen to dive back into work anyway. And I will show you an update of the gym. If you go back and listen to mine and Ben's most recent podcast, if you're not subscribed to the podcast, go and subscribe. With the #1 podcast for fitness in the UK. Great times. These nose strips have changed my life. We talk about it loads on the podcast. You feel like you can breathe so well, it's literally insane. I have been editing all day with my nose opener on, and my laptop is honestly just not having any of it today. But I realised I hadn't said bye and thumbs up and subscribe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment what else you want to see, and I'll see you in my next one.